Welcome back to the Pokemon League World Championship in 2026 as Blue takes on Grimsley. A very difficult battle here for Grimsley. Right at the top of the table is Blue. For Blue we have Rhyperior, Blastoise, Arcanine, Heracross comes in, and Machamp. And of course that Mega Alakazam as well. For Grimsley it is Liepard, Honchkrow, Crocodile, Scrafty, Tyranitar, and Sharpedo. The option of Mega Tyranitar or Mega Sharpedo there. As we lead with Arcanine for Blue, and it's Liepard for Grimsley. Getting that attack dropped for the Liepard there, and Thunder Waving the Arcanine immediately, and it is fully paralyzed on the first turn. In comes the Rhyperior now for Blue, as Liepard gets priority with Assist twice in a row with two different attacks there from Assist. Hammer Arm brings Liepard down all the way to the Focus Sash and lowers Rhyperior's speed. Its attack is now dropped thanks to Crocodile. Hammer Arm still over half Crocodile's health gone. Earthquake is not enough to take Rhyperior down, and that Hammer Arm will finish Crocodile off and give Blue the lead here early on in this battle. In comes the Tyranitar now for Grimsley. Not enough to take Rhyperior down with that Earthquake. Hammer Arm, big damage into Tyranitar, but it does take the hit. Switching into the Blastoise now is Blue. Will take that Earthquake fairly well, damaging by the Sandstorm as well. There, but in comes the Honchkrow. A decent switch there from Grimsley, his best option to take that Aura Sphere, and takes it fairly well. Threatens Blastoise to switch into the Arcanine there. Guess the attack drop. Brave Bird won't do as much damage to the Arcanine, but still a decent hit. Honchkrow damaged by the Recoil and the Sandstorm. Here's with Citrus Berry. Sets up the Tailwind as Arcanine doesn't get to move again in this battle. In comes the Scrafty now. Guess the Intimidate on Arcanine, who still isn't able to move in this battle. In comes the Blastoise now for Blue. Bulk up for the Scrafty there, as Drain Punch, decent hit into that Blastoise, not enough to take it down. And Scrafty does take that Aura Sphere fairly well, and the second one from this Blastoise, and the battle is now leveled at 5-5. In comes the Alakazam now for Blue. Gets the Traces Intimidate and drops Scrafty's physical attack with its own ability, as Dazzling Gleam does take it down and retakes the lead for Blue here. Fake Out will flinch that Alakazam, and Sucker Punch will bring it down to 1%. It barely takes that hit. Dazzling Gleam, a critical hit to deal 1 damage to that Liepard there. In comes the Tyranitar for Grimsley. Machamp comes in for Blue, a decent hit with Earthquake there. Of course, Machamp damaged by the Sandstorm as well. The Flame Mob is activated as well, now activating Guts, and Bullet Punch possibly would have been enough to take Tyranitar down there, but a decent hit into the Honchkrow. Bullet Punch is barely not enough to take the Honchkrow down, but the Sandstorm will finish it off at the end of this turn. But the Recoil is what takes it down, because Brave Bird is enough to take Machamp down. In comes that Sharpedo now. Alakazam will trace the speed boost from Sharpedo, but it will protect. Dazzling Gleam will do no damage to Sharpedo, and Alakazam is taken down by the Sandstorm. And now Sharpedo has that speed boost. Mega Sharpedo now comes out. Psychic Fangs takes Heracross down in 1 hit. It's just a slow Rhyperior and a paralyzed Arcanine left to deal with this team. Liquidation is enough to take Arcanine down, and Grimsley takes the lead against top of the table Blue. And Liquidation surely is enough. Grimsley's done it. A brilliant comeback from Sharpedo there. Grimsley just about able to hold on, bring Sharpedo out late, and is able to clean up, taking Heracross down in 1 hit. A crucial turning point in this battle, and Sharpedo is able to finish off a very weak Rhyperior and a paralyzed Arcanine that hasn't been able to move this entire battle. That Arcanine has been standing since the second to last turn. Until the second to last turn, it hasn't been able to move at all. Unbelievable. And Sharpedo is the one to finish it off for Grimsley to win over Blue. Blue is defeated for only the second time this season, and it's by Grimsley, who's right down there at the bottom of the table. Unbelievable. What an incredible win there from Grimsley. It's a 2 Pokemon victory over top of the table blue. A completely unexpected win there. And Grimsley will get 2 Pokemon past top of the table in spectacular fashion.